Hi, I'm Daniel Roth. I'm the executive editor of LinkedIn. We're thrilled today to be in Seattle talking with the CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz. Howard, thanks for having us here.
Thank you.
You are announcing a major initiative around giving full 4-year college educations to all of your partners. You've been vocal about so many different areas, whether it is healthcare for everyone, or bridging or bringing politicians together, or racial divide. What made you decide to focus on education for all, this universal college education?
Well, let me begin by saying that for a long time I have believed that the role and responsibility for a for-profit company can't just be about making money. It has to be about trying to achieve the fragile balance between making a profit and social impact. And I think if you look at the 40 years of Starbucks life and 23 years as a public company, we've been able to in fact create more value for our shareholders, make more money as a result of the fact that we have had and have demonstrated a significant conscience in the way we do our business. With regard to the College Achievement Plan, as we both know, if you look at over $1 trillion in indebtedness of students across the country, and so many students not going back to school or not entering college as a result of college tuition debt, we felt strongly, let's go back and ask our own employees if we were going to do one thing for them in terms of a new incremental benefit, what would it be? And over 70% of them said access to college. So this past year, as you know, we introduced free college tuition, in effect giving juniors and seniors an opportunity to complete college. With over 2,000 students entering and the partnership with ASU really going well, we began to think about should we or could we take that plan and then create an opportunity for freshmen and sophomores to enter school. So I think this is a comprehensive opportunity to work at Starbucks, get a free college paid education, and in fact there's no strings attached, which people I think are very surprised by. If in fact you want to leave Starbucks after gaining the college degree, we certainly don't want you to leave, but if you do, we're supportive. So I think this is in so many different ways an opportunity for our company to demonstrate the need for college education for the country and to do our part. In addition to the announcement, we're also saying that there's over 6 million disconnected youth, opportunity youth in the country, the majority of whom are Black and Latino, who are not in school, not working. We want to hire at least 10,000 opportunity youth, bring them into Starbucks, and give them the pathway to college as well. And so I think this is a time in America where I would hope that businesses and business leaders would realize that we have a responsibility to the people we serve in the communities in which we're doing our business.
Well, I think you certainly see a lot of, or many companies deciding to go along this route, but usually it is around building skills that they need. It's UPS teaming up with community colleges to help create courses that would create better UPS employees. Did you consider at all doing something that was more skills-based around particular things that you need out of your partners?
Well, I think we've always been very good at creating the kind of skills and training for our people that gives them the ability to perform the kind of skills that provide the kind of experience and service to our customers. But no, I think what we're trying to do is give our people an a la carte opportunity to get the college degree that they want. And we actually chose ASU for 2 reasons. One, there's 49 different degrees that ASU offers. And secondarily, we interviewed blue chip universities before we selected ASU, all of whom wanted to do this partnership with Starbucks. And the difference between ASU and all these other schools is that the online education was not a bolt-on. This was a fully integrated, comprehensive program, and there was no differentiation whatsoever between an in-class student and an online program. So the net is we want to offer a comprehensive education to our people. We believe strongly this will attract better people into Starbucks. I think it has galvanized our entire organization, and I think it will lower attrition and enhance performance as a result of this benefit.
You talk about lowering attrition, but and as you said, there's no strings attached. You could get your education and then you could walk out the next day as a computer programmer. It's a $200 million, potentially a $200 million investment you're making. how do you justify it in terms of the ROI if there are people who are achieving these college degrees and then leaving, and it raises the turnover rate?
Well, first off, I would say on its own merit, this is, as you said, this is an investment. This is not an expense. Mm-hmm. But I would also say that not everything is an economic bottom line decision. I'm fond of saying, and I've said it 1,000 times over the years, we're not in the coffee business serving people. We're in the people business serving coffee. There's over 300,000 Starbucks personnel wearing the green apron all over the world, over 150,000 in the U.S. There's probably no consumer brand in the world that is as dependent as we are on human behavior when you consider that Starbucks will do $20 billion in revenue this year and the average ticket is $5. Mm-hmm. We are totally dependent on that person delivering the Starbucks experience and elevating the brand. So anything that we can do as a company that makes our people proud, that galvanizes our organization and shows them that we are a different kind of company, that we in fact are trying to balance profit and the social conscience, and we want to have impact, and we want to take the road less traveled and develop leadership in all the things we're doing. And there's something else, and I think this is critically important, and we've seen this for many, many years. Every company, even LinkedIn, has competition. And I feel very strongly that given the fact that there's so many competitive choices for the consumer in all aspects of their life, given the choice and given the opportunity, in our case, the consumer wants to make and will make the choice of doing business with a company whose values are like-minded to their own. And this is a perfect example of demonstrating to the marketplace that this is not about marketing, this is not about business, this is not about ringing the register, this is about doing the right thing for our customers, for our people, and society.
And how are you going to measure success? You've had about 2,000 people who have chosen to do it so far, a workforce of over 130,000. What kind of numbers would you like to see?
Well, we've said publicly that we hope to graduate 25,000 students by 2025. We have a long history of under-promising and over-delivering. We think we'll do the same there. The one thing that I think has been a big surprise to ASU, not to us, is the level of attrition of those 2,000 students has been very, very low. And the level of retention is higher than the average at ASU. And so I'm tickled in terms of how well we're doing. And I think now by opening up to freshmen and sophomore, those numbers are going to get significantly higher.
Why do you think that is? Why is the attrition level low? I mean, this is one of the criticisms of MOOCs, is that a lot of people start and they drop off.
I think ASU has done a wonderful job in creating mentoring, coaching, and counseling. And this is really a customized program for Starbucks people that we've worked very hard.
Have you taken any courses?
No, I have not.
Really? You haven't signed on?
No, I wish I had time to take a course. Yeah. No, I have not. I have not.
So much of the, one of the interesting things about this, I think, is that it's really geared towards people who are first-generation college attendees. This isn't people who are going and adding on to their education or getting their master's. You really want people who have never had a college experience. Do you think that this will have a larger impact on how kids think about online courses or the role of going to college? Do you expect to have a ripple effect on how people see education, especially this population?
I want to answer that politically correct.
Okay.
Like many things, sometimes a new business proposition, in this case online education, has not gotten the best of reviews. And for the most part, unfortunately, some of those universities have not delivered on their promise. ASU is very, very different, and that's why we've selected them. I think that the quality and the integrity of this education is so clear and so clear to our people that it will have a ripple effect. And I think that we are going to attract many, many more people to Starbucks as a result of this. And what I'm hoping that we can do, and this is a perfect opportunity, is to tell this story to many other businesses and business leaders, because this is a fantastic benefit for their people.
There was some criticism when you first launched this, saying, why is Starbucks doing this with only one college? Why wouldn't this have a much larger impact if students could take this money and go anywhere they want? Did you consider that?
You know, as I said, we spoke to many blue chip universities, public and private, who were very interested in doing this with us. We concluded very early on that this is a very complicated program to launch that needs to be customized for Starbucks, that needs an investment from the university. And I don't know what will happen in the future, but to start out this way and have success, we had to narrow it to one school. And I think ASU deserves, and Michael Crow deserves, so much credit because they have invested so much time and money in ensuring success here. And it's unusual for a state university to be this entrepreneurial, and they took a big risk and a lot of courage in saying we're going to do this with Starbucks. This is an anomaly in education.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.